Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Guru. Please click on the like, share and subscribe button. Hello friends, welcome to today's session. In this session we are going to study about dictionary in Python. Friends, if you have watched my previous videos list and tuple, then you will easily understand this topic, but if you have not watched those videos, then I suggest you to please watch that, because dictionary is little bit difficult than list and tuple. So let's start now. Dictionary is an unordered and changeable collection of items. It means we can change the values stored in dictionary. It means just like list, we can update the values of dictionary. We can insert the new values in dictionary. Alright friends, in dictionary all the data is stored in key value pair. Just like here, I have created a dictionary named users. Dictionary is started with curly braces. Then this user is key here and admin is its value. Then I give comma, password is the second key and a@123 is its value. Then I close the dictionary. Friends, if you have ever worked on JSON file, friends, JSON files are always created in this format only. It means all the data that we store in JSON file, that is in the dictionary form. So if you want to work on JSON files, then you must know and you must understand dictionary. If you want to print any particular value of dictionary, then write the print function and then specify the key whose value you want to display. Right now the output will be admin, because the value available in user key is admin. Friends, in dictionary we can update the values like this. Write the name of the dictionary, then specify the key and then specify its new value. Now for this particular key, value of password will be updated to this. If we write like this, group key is not available in the dictionary, then a new entry will be created. So in this way we can create a new entry in the dictionary. Dictionary doesn't allow duplicate keys. As we know, in list we can access the value on the basis of index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and these indexes are unique. In the same way, in dictionary we access the values on the basis of keys. So these keys must be unique and keys must be immutable. So string and numbers and tuples can be used as keys. Let's see the practical of dictionary. Friends, I am creating a dictionary here. This is a dictionary. If you want to display the dictionary, you can directly write its name. Look, whole dictionary is displayed. If you want to display the value of any one particular key, then you can specify the key name. See, its value is displayed. If you want to display the value without quotes, then use the print function. Look, now let's insert a new value in dictionary. So I put a key K3 and I give the value V3. Now print the dictionary. Just see, the new value has been added. Friends, now let's try to insert a key that is already available in the dictionary. See, no error, but I told you that dictionary doesn't support duplicate keys. So what will be the output? Just see. What happened here? K1 key was already available with value V1, but now I am inserting K1 again with value V4. So Python has updated the previous value of K1 from V1 to V4. It has not inserted the duplicate key. The value of K1 has been changed to V4. Friends, consider I am creating one dictionary and I am providing duplicate value for the key. Then what will happen? No error. But what will be the value of this key K1? See, I have given value of K1 is V1, then again I have given the same key and the value is V3. So it will ignore the previous value and the value of K1 will be V3 and value of K2 will be v2. Now let's see the functions available in dictionary. The first function is length. If you want to check how many values are available in dictionary, then you can use the length function. str function is used to get all the values available in the dictionary in string form. It is used most of the time when you want to manipulate some values. Then type function, it is simply used to check the data type of the value provided in that. Let's see its practical now. Friends, I am having dictionary D1 having these values and D2 having these values. Let's check the length of the dictionary with the help of length function. I said length D1, I got 3 because D1 dictionary is having 3 values, 1, 2 and 3. Now str function, it will return the dictionary in the form of string. Just see the double quotes available in the starting and end. Now type function will just tell the data type of dictionary. So here its data type is class dict. Dict is for dictionary. Friends, now let's see the methods available in the dictionary. d.clear function is used to clear the dictionary. It will remove all the elements of the dictionary. d.copy function will copy all the values of one dictionary to another. From keys function will create a new dictionary with the keys available in this sequence. Get function will return the value of the key given. If this key is not available, then it will return the default value. Items function will return all the items available in the dictionary. Keys function will return just the keys. Set default function will return value of the key given. If this key is not available, then it will insert this particular key with the value given in the default. Update function will update the D dictionary and concatenate the values of D2 to D. And values function will return all the values available in the dictionary. Now let's see its practical. Friends, look, I am creating a dictionary D1. If you want to clear the dictionary, then write d1.clear. Now let's check whether the dictionary is available. See, dictionary is available, but all the values has been removed. So it is blank dictionary. Now I am again transferring some values to my dictionary. So this is my dictionary again. Now let's see the working of copy function. I said d2 equal to d1.copy. So it means D2 dictionary will be created and it will copy all the values from D1. Let's print D2. Look friends, D2 is having the same data as we have in D1. Friends, let's see the working of from keys. So I created a dictionary D1. Now I write D1 dot from keys. I have passed this tuple as a parameter to from keys function. Now look here, A, B, C. These are the 3 keys and it is having the default value none. But these values are not stored in D1 dictionary. It means from keys function returns a dictionary. So I have to store it in some variable. So I write this statement again. Now I specify the same values. No output on the screen because this time this particular dictionary has been stored in D2. Let's print the value of D2. Look, the values are none. If you want to specify some value, then you can specify as a second parameter. Just like this. Now print the value of D2. Look, I am having a dictionary having keys ABC and the default value of the keys is 10. If you want, you can change the values individually. Alright. Now let's see the working of get. Dictionary name dot get, then specify a key. So the value of K2 key in D1 dictionary is V2. So I got here V2. Now if I specify a key that is not available in the dictionary, I will not get any output. But when we work with JSON files and we want to get the value of a particular key, that key is not available. So we want to get a specific message that this key is not available. So we can specify the message like this in the parameter key not given, or we can give any other message. Look, so if I give a key that is not available, then I will get this message, but if the key is available, then I will get its value. Now let's get the items of the dictionary. So I got all the items here. Now let's get the keys only. So I write dictionary name dot keys. So I got the keys only. Next is set default. So it said d1 dot set default. Then I specify a key, and I have not given the second parameter. K2 key is available, so I got V2. Now I specify a key that is not available. No error. But just look at our dictionary. What happened here? Actually, when we use this set default function and we specify a key that is not available in the dictionary, then it will insert the key. So this particular key K4 has been inserted and the value is none because I have not specified any value. But if you want to give some value, then you can use set default. Now in set default function, first parameter is the key that is not available and second parameter is the value that I want to set to that key if it is not available. Just print D1. Look here friends, the K5 key has been inserted with the value given as a parameter. But it means my set default function is working like insert. It is inserting the key with the given value. But if I specify a key that is already available, then what will happen? Look, it has returned the value of K1 key. And the value of K1 has not changed. It means it has just ignored the second parameter. So friends, whenever you are working with dictionaries, then this set default function can be very beneficial for you, because when you get a value with set default, then if the key is available, then it will return its value. But if the key is not available, then it will insert the key with the new value, but it will not update the previous value of the key. Alright, now I said d1 dot update d2. So what will happen? Actually, it will update the d1 key with the values of d2. Just see here, these are the values of d1 and these are the values of d2. So it means update function updates this key, updates this dictionary, copies the values of this dictionary that is given as a parameter and insert to this dictionary. Friends, last is values function. If you want to get all the values available in the dictionary, then you can use this values function. So it will return all the values without any key. Alright friends. So friends, that's about dictionary. I hope you must have enjoyed the session. So please click on the like, share and subscribe button and keep watching.